Hi, welcome to GE Cooking, the only cooking show that highlights genetically engineered ingredients. Today on our show, we have Rob, the genetically engineered produce guy, and we're going to be making cast iron pizza from genetically modified ingredients. Rob, why don't you tell us today what you have and are bringing to the show?
Of course. Yes, today we have our genetically engineered basil. Produces higher amounts of eugenol. That way, doesn't only add to the flavor, but recent research also shows that it helps fight cancer.
Helps fight cancer. Wow, that's an amazing fact to know. Tell me more about this amazing basil, Rob.
Given that eugenol also has antiseptic and anesthetic properties, it's all around beneficial to our health and being in your diet.
Yeah, I heard it also helps it taste better too. It accounts for a lot of the floral compounds in the basil.
It sure does, Mike.
Thank you, Rob. What else do you have for us today?
Well, today we're going to be using a topping of eggplant here. These eggplants are made to protect against moth larvae with their genetic engineering. That way...
What does a moth larvae do to an eggplant?
Well, I'll tell you what they do, Mike. I'll tell you, they burrow inside of the eggplant and eat it from the inside out. So that way, all you have there is left with a rotten shell. But today we have nice, fresh eggplants that are not contained with pesticides because we have the gene to keep the moth larvae at bay. There you are, Mike. Finally, we have our tomatoes, the most important ingredient of pizza of all. Now these are genetically engineered right here at Rutgers University. Smells absolutely delicious. These tomatoes have been genetically modified, introducing the lemon basil gene, Mike. That way they are increased in flavor and aroma as well.
What does lemon basil taste like?
Delicious, Mike.
Delicious. Alright. Well, let me talk about what I'm doing right now to start making pizza. Right now I'm just sort of making a sauce for it. Since we're using these tomatoes with the enhanced flavor, we really want to showcase that flavor. So instead of using a regular tomato sauce, I think I'm going to use like a white sauce with a bit of garlic and shallot. So it's very mild. We're not going to kill it with that tomato flavor from the processed tomato. Instead, we're going to highlight the floral compounds in that tomato. So right now I'm just chopping up a shallot. I chopped up a garlic. I have that in there. I'm going to throw... recently I actually learned about cheese and how cheese basically all over the place is made using GMO, made using a genetically modified object. That object's actually an E. coli that produces an enzyme in it that helps to facilitate the process of curdling the milk used to make all cheese. Before this E. coli was manufactured, cheese had to be made using the lining of a calf that was actually close to 95% of cheeses made across the world are made using this genetically engineered bacteria. And not a lot of people know that. In fact,
So technically, this cheese that we're about to eat and consume is already GMO. Just much of the cheese that you will buy at your local grocery store these days now, correct, Mike?
That's correct. It's a sauce made with like a roux to thicken it of flour and butter. I also have some shallots and garlic in here, and we're going to add some milk as our sauce base in here.
Thank you. Oh, hey! There we go.
So Rob, why don't you tell me about where you got those vegetables today?
Sure, Mike. We got these from the Rutgers University. These are the Rutgers tomatoes. Well, I'm glad you asked, Mike. These are tomatoes that have been genetically modified right here at Rutgers. By introducing the lemon basil gene into these tomatoes, they can have acquired classic sweet aromatic taste that tomatoes used to have.
Sounds delicious.
That is right. Due to the crossbreeding techniques, tomatoes gain traits to grow, but no longer really have the taste and smell that they used to. Now, thanks to the genetic engineering, they have old flavor taste and that old flora aroma.
I think our sauce is just about done here.
I think we're good on tomato sauces too.
Got a nice sticky consistency.
Let's save. You want me to save this tomato?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Throw out that
Should I cut it up?
awesomely delicious flavored tomato?
Well, I was gonna cut it up here.
No, it's just
It does have a hole inside of it.
Your sauce looks like poop.
Hey. Quiet, cameraman.
But it smells like progress.
So what's in this sauce?
The sauce is like bechamel, which is like a roux milk sauce, and there's some Parmesan cheese in there, and a little bit of tomato paste, a little bit of tomato paste. And the point of using a sauce like this rather than just using a straight tomato sauce is that
So what's the next step in this pizza?
next step in putting this pizza together is we are going to add mozzarella, a little fresh pepper mixed in there. Wow, look at that, Rob. I don't see any moth larvae in there.
No. I'm pretty sure that's because of the Bt gene that we added into the eggplant here to keep the moth larvae at.
Keep them at bay. Won't we?
Although you can never have too much genetically engineered egg. And throw another layer of cheese on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Bon bon. So how about we check on that pizza, Mike?
Alright, let's see what's going on here. That looks beautiful. Alright, let's throw some basil on this guy. Some genetically engineered basil. Just kind of put it all over the place. Yeah. Looks beautiful. Alright, let's just take it out. Pizza looks beautiful. We're gonna let it cool over here on this cutting board. Alright, let's try to get him out of here safely. There's our beautiful genetically modified pizza. Let's let him cool before we take a bite into him. And we'll come back to you after these genetically modified commercials. Alright, Rob, here's our finished product. Let's try it out. Got the pizza.
science.
Yeah, the science. Can you taste the genetic engineering in that tomato?
I sure can. Like,
And this eggplant tastes like it's
This is
free
good.
of all parasites. Good pizza.